Hey guys, Jay here with a video for you, just something a little bit slightly different from my channel, and it's a bit of an update on my rig and some of the issues that I've been having. And if you stumbled across my video, chances are you've got some sort of problem with your computer too. My computer would do just a hard restart.
Riggedy wreck, son!
And some of the things that I've been troubleshooting over the last couple of weeks is obviously driver issues. Do I have any heat problems? So, I've tested my CPU temperatures, run stresses on that. I've run stresses on the GPU. I've checked my Windows event log, to check what errors are coming up there. The error report that I get is a kernel related power issue, so very vague there. That could mean quite a wide range of stuff. One of the other things I've done, guys, is I had a clean install, a fresh install of Windows 10. After doing all these driver updates, I figured it's been a while since I've done a fresh install, and I wanted to put Windows on a bigger SSD anyway that I had hanging around, so I figured now was as good a time as any to totally rule out any software related issues by doing the OS. That was my sort of final thing, because before I go out and spend £100 on a new power supply unit, I pretty much need to rule out everything. I downloaded memtest as well. We done a few cycles on memtest just to check if there was any sort of problems there, so ruling out quite a few of the components here. I also want to point out as well that stress testing, this is the strange thing, stress testing the GPU, stress testing the CPU, doing all of these tests, at no point did the computer shut down when I was individually testing these components to the max. The final thing I did before biting the bullet was I did update the BIOS on my motherboard. This is, of course, could be a risky thing to do, being that the computer could shut down, but as I've known my computer, it's only shutting down under heavy stresses. Programs I would recommend that you use before changing your power supply, these are free to download ones. Firstly, IDA64 for your CPU testing. That's great. They give you a free trial version. You can pretty much see what your temperatures are there and stress your CPU out, so check that one out. Secondly, another great program I'd recommend is Thermark. You can download that one again for free to test your GPU, see if that one's getting too hot.
Okay, so here's my case. One thing I do recommend you doing if you are playing around pulling leads and wires out of stuff is that you press your start button. Let's just see if anything just sparks up. No, it didn't that time, but sometimes you'll find that when you press that button, it'll just release that last little bit of power that was left in the battery. So always press that. And I also recommend, just in case for static reasons, if you haven't got a static strap, then my advice is actually go and touch a radiator and just ground yourself. Just take away that chance that you're going to get a little bit of static electricity, because when you're playing around with a motherboard, a little bit of static and you can fry a circuit. As well, we'll go and have a look inside here. We want to be looking for any sort of bulging capacitors as well here, because that could also be a problem. So anything that looks like a little battery on the motherboard, see anything leaking from there or anything, could also be a telltale sign that something's going wrong with your rig. So I'm going to have the fun job of pulling all of this to pieces and rewiring it. See you soon. Okay guys, so yeah, just a quick look at the power supply. I've had a look around it. I can't really see much in the build up of dirt. We had a good look around it. I smelled the capacitors on the side. So on the surface there doesn't appear to be any problems with this. On a closer inspection, there was this here. As you can see, one of the SATA cables had snapped there, but this whole wire was stuffed underneath the computer anyway. It was rolled up and it wasn't being used, so I don't think it would have been that as a problem, but I couldn't smell anything funny that smelled chemicaled or burned or anything like that.
Okay, so I'm back 3 days later, no problems. We've not had any shutdowns. I did a good stream last night on Twitch, and I was on for, I think it's about 4.5 hours, no problems there. We had max settings on everything. We've just tried hooking up the Nintendo Switch to it as well. I had a game on the Switch as well last night, that was good fun. Played some Zelda, but yeah, no hiccups whatsoever. So it would appear touch wood, that we found the problem and it was a faulty power supply. So this video was kind of just intended to say, hey, this is where I've been this week, this is why I wasn't able to get on to Twitch to do my stream because we had some things planned and I weren't able to take part, but now I'm back up and running. I thought I would share this video with you guys. Perhaps you come into a similar problem, and like I say, maybe you're just thinking, well, I've tested everything on my computer. Like I was thinking it's not getting hot. I've updated the drivers. I've even put a complete new operating system on there on a new hard drive. So it's just process of elimination. If you're streaming and you've got 12 people in your chat, everybody's buzzing, and then suddenly your computer just clicks out. It's like, it's really, really frustrating. So I want to share it as to say, you know, this is what's been happening, guys, and I especially appreciate all your feedback who got hold of me and, you know, helped me troubleshoot my problem as well. I hope sharing this particular issue with you guys might have shed some light as well if you stumbled across my channel, just, you know, looking for a solution to your problem. I hope this in some way helped, but don't forget, every computer is different, and you know, everybody else is running different components, different scenarios. It's really, you know, it's a really hard one. But when it comes to software for testing your power supply unit, there's not really much there. You need to be an electrician to be able to do that. You need to be an electrician to do that, don't you? So on that note, don't forget to subscribe. When I do actually finally get round to making another video, that would be a real big help to me, and I'd, you know, much appreciate just getting started on YouTube. Until that video comes out,
Lick my balls.
you guys take care.
Yeah, say that all the time.